have one pet.
because I see it
You can have one pet.
and I like it
Have to get it over.
and I
Isn't that
want it.
great?
Yes, I do.
Here, enjoy.
Because I need it to make me happy.
There, go stand out here.
It's pronounced Dornick, correct?
Royal Dornick is a special golf course in Scotland, and I've been fortunate to go over there on a number of occasions, and it's my favorite golf course over there. West Paces has been working with Connor Foley and Jim Hatchett of Oracle Bloodstock for a number of years, and they, along with Danny Gargan, really liked the horse, and we were fortunate to be the winning bidder. And obviously no one knew about Mage at the time, so at any rate, it all worked out.
Danny said that when he bought the horse, that this was the best horse he'd ever had. He was telling some of the owners. That's
Every
pretty bold.
horse you buy for a reason, but I'm not sure he knew how special the horse was until a little later. But clearly, early on, he knew he was onto something good.
You all must have just been beside yourself last, because he was bought as a yearling, right? Or as a 2-year-old in training. I should know that. But he was bought as a yearling.
Yeah.
So last May, when Mage wins the Derby.
Well, you know, you don't count your chickens quite that early, but I was more encouraged by the reports from Ocala that this one seems to stand out from the rest. And obviously Danny shared that view and then some. And I've never heard Danny talk. Danny's trained a number of horses for West Paces, and I've never heard Danny heap quite as much praise on a single horse as he did Dornick.
So what are you thinking before you ran? How are you?
Last summer?
Yeah.
I thought he was a good horse, and you know he didn't win his first 2 races, but he showed great promise. So we were very encouraged by that. And then he broke his maiden here at Keeneland. That was a very special day. And obviously winning the Remsen and in the manner that he did, that was a little eye-popping. And then followed up with a nice win at the Fountain of Youth, and here we are at the Bluegrass. So very exciting.
Especially with Sierra Leone, whom he beat at nose in the Remsen, winning the Risen Star in the 2 meet here in the Bluegrass.
It would be great for the sport if these two could have quite a rivalry as the year progresses.
Do you like the idea then of taking on Sierra Leone?
Yes.
Just the competitive instincts in you?
Well, you know, at some point you can't run away from your competition. You might as well figure out what you got. And, you know, Sierra Leone is a great horse and, you know, made the best horse win. And hopefully everyone breaks well, runs well, and we have a proper contest.
And by the way, you beat him last time, too.
We did. That is not necessarily a predictor of the future, but it's going to make for an exciting race, and that's what you want.
So you were involved with Donegal Partnership and then Starlight Partnership.
Yes.
Were you in Starlight when they had Justify? Were their partners Justify?
Sadly not, but I was with them when they had Authentic. So I was. They
So
had
you won
a
the
real
Derby.
good run. Yeah.
So you know what it's like to win the Derby in September.
Well, yes. Like to try it out in May.
Yeah, just your thoughts about, you know, being here with a horse like this.
Qualifying for the Derby early, it's been super exciting. Obviously, you wake up with a smile every day. So I'm enjoying the journey, and regardless of how it ends, it will be an exciting few months. So I'm going to relish every minute of it.
Tell us a little bit about West Paces, how many horses you have.
We have about 23, I think the current number is. We started it in 2019 with a bunch of golf buddies of mine in Atlanta, Georgia. And the club we belong to is on West Paces. It's kind of a famous street in Atlanta. So that seemed like an appropriate name to don the syndicate.
And how did, backtracking, So when you buy horses, like there's some partnerships, Starlight being one, that they are clearly buying horses with the idea of the Derby first, and then okay, other classics will be fine. What about West Paces?
We are more of a Moneyball outfit, and our philosophy is best available athlete. And to be honest, more often than not, we're outbid. But Connor and Jim Hatchett do a great job, and the rest of the Oracle Bloodstock team of bird dogging horses. They look at a lot of horses during the sale, and every now and then we land on a good one, and including this guy here. So they're a great outfit. Love working with them.
How did the various, it's a partnership of partnerships basically. How did the various partnerships come together to own?
Well,
Dornick?
I get asked that question a lot, and you almost have to be here to see it, but we work with several trainers. Danny is one of them, and some of the trainers like horses better than the others, and then they know people who they've worked with in the past as owners, and you decide whether you're in for a leg or a half or whatever. So it's kind of random at the time, but it's not unusual that we end up partnering with the same people.
So what part of Dornick does West Paces own?
We own a third.
So you own 1.5 legs, a part of the body, and the head. The nose. The nose is the best part to own with him,
Well,
huh?
I don't know
After
what
the Remsen.
third we own, but we're glad to be part of it.
Yeah. What got you into horse racing in the first place?
A good friend of mine in Atlanta, Lawrence Kenny, once upon a time tried to be a steeplechase jockey. He's from Scotland, and he realized that wasn't meant to be, but he never lost his enthusiasm for steeplechase, and he encouraged me. My former company did business in England, so one March I went to Cheltenham with him and another good friend of mine, and it was so much fun that I did it for 5 years in a row. And one meeting, we were there in a pub with some other owners and horsemen, and we said, wouldn't it be nice someday if we could pool our resources and buy a horse and have it run at Cheltenham? Well, that wasn't meant to be, but fast forward 15 years later, we sold our company, and it was a good time for me to get into horse racing, and I was fortunate enough to get involved with Jerry Crawford and Dornick. And our first partnership that I was involved in, Keen Ice was part of that. And once we won the Travers beating American Pharoah, I was hooked for life.